Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to the Lovely Wolf Den. I'm Nadia, and here is my playlist for the month of November. So if you have been here, welcome back. If you are new here, this is a little series that I do on the channel where at the end of each month, I tell you about the songs I listen to. That's pretty much it. Every month I set up a new playlist, and anytime I find new music, anytime artists I like drop new music during that month, I just put it on that playlist because, I don't know, documentation or whatever. It's just normally there are a few songs that stick out and I just like to talk about them. If you want to check out the playlist, you can do so because the link to it will be in the description down below. Let's not prolong this any longer. I'm already a few days late to uploading this November playlist, so let's just get to it. As always, I have notes, so if you see me looking down, that is why. November was, I feel like I say this for every month, but I really mean it this time. November was long, and I feel like there was two parts to it. There was like music from the first half of November and music for the second half, so it was a little difficult trying to find songs as a whole to talk about without making it super long, so I did my best, but just know that like the first half of November was very different from the second half. But anyway, starting at number 5, Work Hard by DKB. Starting off with a K-pop song. I listen to K-pop. If you subscribe to this channel, you would know that already. But if you don't like that, just like skip ahead. But anyway, honestly, this song was just super chill. And not only is it chill, but the lyrics are so cute. It's basically about wanting to work hard to spoil your significant other, which is adorable, honestly. And literally what I like about it is that normally in K-pop, when an artist comes back, it's like super bam in your face, extravagant hype, like let's dance and all of that. It's not like super laid back like this. So I really like that about this song, and it's the perfect driving song. I listen to it all the time on my way to work. I mean, it's about working hard, so fitting, but it just fits that vibe so nicely, and I just totally recommend it for chilled, laid back, relaxed vibes. It's really nice. Number 4, Happiness by Little Mix. So Little Mix recently dropped a new album. It's called Confetti, and I was pretty disappointed with how little I connected to it. Not to say that it was a bad album, it was really good. It's just not the type of mindset that I'm in right now, so it was hard to find a connection to it as a whole and for most of the songs there. However, this song is like where I'm trying to be like mentally and stuff, so this song definitely stood out. It's about letting go of a thing that you use to fill a void and like find happiness in it, and instead finding that happiness in yourself and the love inside of yourself, yet still allowing yourself to like feel sad and whatnot of having to let go of that thing that you just put all of your happiness on, if that makes sense. That sounds kind of heavy, but it's honestly such an inspiring and hopeful song, and that's probably what made me love it so much, because I feel like I'm in a state right now where I'm kind of looking for that inspiration, I guess. Shout out to Little Mix, I love them, they're always a clutch. I really like this album. I can't wait to be in a state of mind to where I can love those songs a lot more than I already do. Yeah, I love Little Mix a lot. Happiness, really great song. Number 3, Hate the Way by GEazy and Blackbear. So this is kind of a step back in where I just said that I was like mentally. I just said that I'm like in a place of trying to find like inspiration and like the will to move on or like whatever. This kind of goes against that, but hear me out. Okay, so with GEazy, it's a little complicated. I used to be such a big fan of his. I don't know, his rap style and the way that he had been progressing with his music wasn't really catching my attention and wasn't really keeping me interested as a fan anymore. Plus the whole thing with Halsey that okay. I'm not one that like sees celebrity tea or whatever and then I like take sides. That's a lie. I kind of do take sides because I take Halsey's side in this because he cheated on her, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of shady or whatever. But obviously, like, we don't know what happened. We don't know the full story. Like, they're both adults, like whatever. So I just kind of fell off the map with GEazy. But then I noticed that he had released this. I don't know if he released it in November. When I saw it, it had been 3 weeks since it dropped, so I don't know when this was. Anyway, one thing that I do like about GEazy is that when he wants to, he can be a really good lyricist, and I see that a lot in this song. It's a breakup breakup song, and it's about hating the way you miss somebody even though you know that they are not good for you, that it was a toxic relationship. And he even said himself it's kind of like a double entendre to where it doesn't need to be just relationships, it can be anything. Like he said drugs. I don't have that relationship with drugs, so I'm taking this more of a like relationship kind of thing. But literally the lyrics in it are so good, and Blackbear's feature on it is incredible because of course it is. And it's not super simpy to the point where I feel like I'm listening to a grown man whine. It's frustrated. Like that's what I like about it. It's a frustrating feeling that I get from the song, and it's just pretty relatable, so I quite enjoy it. And to talk about the drama real quick, one thing that I found pretty interesting is kind of shady, GEazy. Kind of shady, but there's this moment in the song where a voice repeats a word that is like said in the chorus, Blackbear says it or whatever. It's tweaked in a way to where it sounds just like Halsey's voice. Like I'll play it right now.
I hate the way I always miss you. Hey.
Boy, what? I don't know if you're in a place to... Anyway, moving on to number 3. I'm not gonna say the title, but this is the title by Tones and I, and it's the Blackbear remix. I have this theory that Blackbear has no bad features. Anytime Blackbear is featured on a song, it is always so good. That's just a small theory of mine. I don't know, it's just kind of personal taste, and I have yet to encounter a song that Blackbear is featured on that is bad. Anyway, do with that what you will. Honestly, the first time I heard this song, I was like, ooh, this is addicting. And I love the lyrics. They're playful, they're true. It's kind of mocking, I guess, mocking people's attitudes towards things, if that makes sense. And then the beat drop in it is really good. The beat drop in the original song is pretty alright. It's a lot more satisfying in the Blackbear remix. I don't know, just that mashup of sounds that goes on there. It's just really, really good, and I jam out to it so much. Finally, number 1 song for the month is Dis-Ease by BTS. Now, I could go off on a whole video of the album that BTS dropped in November, B, because there is just so much to be said about that album. I definitely encourage you to check it out if you are willing and open to doing so. This song is probably my top... See, it's even hard to say that because all the songs on it are absolutely phenomenal, so it's hard to just choose one. But this song is particularly interesting because the thought process that went behind it and the meaning it has is just genius to me. This song was worked on mostly by J-Hope, and Jimin also worked on it as well. It's kind of about the battle of your relationship with work. I'm gonna pull up the article. BTS's company made this app called Weverse, and it's just kind of like a social media platform or whatever, and there's a Weverse magazine on it that the members have been doing interviews for. J-Hope's interview, they talk a lot about this song, so I kind of want to reference that a little bit because obviously no better way to discuss it than discussing it from the source. So here on Weverse magazine, the question is, where did you get the idea for the theme of Dis-Ease? And J-Hope responds with, firstly, I wanted to get into the mindset that this song is a sickness. When I make a song, I work on the chorus first and then move on to the first verse. When I had only finished the chorus, the song felt upbeat, but I thought the overall theme shouldn't be too playful. That wouldn't reflect how I felt. But while the theme of disease itself isn't very light, when it fusses with the beat, it feels as if the song is trying to get over itself and stay positive. So I threw some scratching into the chorus and put in some pizzazz, basically. And then I started to think, aha, I better call this song Dis-Ease. The next question is, I didn't expect you to write a song portraying your love-hate relationship with your work as a disease. A lot of people would expect you to have a positive, hopeful attitude given your name. And then he responds with, I was too busy to ever give much thought about the work itself. But as you know, that suddenly changed and there was a lot we could no longer do. When I was working, I'd say, ugh, I need a break. But then we took time off and the words, ugh, I want to work jumped out of my mouth. That's what made me think more closely. Why is this bothering me? I have a chance to rest. Just take it. Why do I feel like I need to work under these circumstances? Is this an occupational disease? I felt like this was a part of me that I could express at this point in time. And then later on he says, like, out of habit I would say I'm okay, I have hope, and just keep working. But I think I was just avoiding my work-related problems rather than facing them head on. And I think that is so insane and brilliant to talk about that. One thing that I really admire about BTS is how transparent they are and how they're so willing to talk about their problems. Like recently, the member Jin, his birthday just passed and he put out a song called Abyss in which he talks about like a burnout that he had. Like he felt really burnt out with like music and stuff, and that like was a lot. And then he went to like therapy and stuff like that. And I just, artists don't need to be that transparent. And the fact that BTS take those feelings and they turn it into art and healing art is so incredible. And what J-Hope says about like the beat feeling like it's trying to get over itself and remain positive, you can feel that throughout the song, especially in the bridge. The bridge was created in like under 5 minutes by Jimin, and the lyrics in the bridge go, sick and tired, but I don't want to mess up, cause life goes on. When night falls, I close my eyes, walk it, I'll believe me again one more time. It's morning again, I have to make it today. Let's go one more night. I don't know what's at the end. There's no eternal night. I'm stronger, I may spark a fire, I will never fade away. Those lyrics, like even without knowing what they're saying, the build up in the chorus of like, first of all, it starts out by feeling like, I'm getting ahead of myself. The bridge starts off by saying sick and tired, and it's just like the way it sounds, it's like you're struggling, and then it starts to build up and you can like see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like what J-Hope said, like the beat is trying to like remain positive and like get through it, but it's hard and it's difficult. And I just think that that is so genius and relatable. Like I feel that way all the time. Like obviously I don't have like a full-time job or anything, but I am a student and I do have YouTube or whatever. I have things that are work, and when I'm doing it, I'm like, man, like I don't want to do this right now. I don't have any motivation. But then when I'm not doing anything and I'm relaxing, I feel like I'm not being productive, and that's not good. And I hold myself to some unattainable standard and like relate my worth to how much I get done or whatever, which is, it's exhausting and it's a disease. Like I could scream into oblivion about how good this song is, and I just, please listen to it because you would not be disappointed. But anyway, that is my 5 songs that I want. That was 5, right? Those are the songs that I wanted to talk about. Like I said at the beginning, if you want to check out the other songs that I have and this playlist, the link will be in the description down below. If you found music this month that was great and that you really enjoyed, tell me about it in the comment section because I would love to hear, and I'm always looking for new music to listen to. So with that, thank you so much for watching another Lovely Whip video. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below anything you'd like to see any of the Lovely Whip creators do, and if you'd like more content from us, join our Patreon. The link will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Catch y'all later.